Recording in progress.
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're reading the Krishna book and we're up to chapter number 81, entitled Sudāmā Blessed.
我们今天继续讲 Krishna 课的成员，我们讲到第81章 Sudāmā 被赐福。
81, huh?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. So Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the Super Soul in the heart of all living entities.
主 Krishna 是所有生物心中的超灵。
So you have to mute people there, Guru Mani.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I'm doing it.
Okay. All right. So Lord Krishna knows everyone's heart very well.
主 Krishna 知道每个人的心思。
And he's the Brāhmaṇas are very dear to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna loves the Brāhmaṇas very much.
主 Krishna 也特别喜欢婆罗门。
So Lord Krishna is sometimes called Brāhmaṇa Deva, which means that he is worshipped by the Brāhmaṇas.
主 Krishna 也被称为 Brāhmaṇa Deva， 意思是他受到婆罗门的崇拜。
So it's understood that a devotee who is fully surrendered to Krishna has already acquired the position of a Brāhmaṇa.
但全心全意皈依了 Krishna 的奉献者，便已经获得了婆罗门的地位。
Without becoming a Brāhmaṇa, no one can approach Krishna.
不成为 Brāhmaṇa 婆罗门，便不能接近 Krishna。
Krishna is especially concerned with getting rid of the distress of his devotees.
Krishna 特别关心奉献者，会消除他们的苦恼。
And he is the only shelter of pure devotees.
他也是纯粹奉献者的唯一庇护所。
So Lord Krishna, for a long time, he talked with Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa about their association in the past.
主 Krishna 和 Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa 他们畅谈着往事。
So he wanted to enjoy the company of his old friend.
他希望能够享受与老友的陪伴的乐趣。
So he smiled at Sudāmā and he asked him, he said, "My dear friend, what have you brought for me?"
所以 Krishna 便笑着问道：“我亲爱的朋友，你给我带来了什么？
Has your wife given you some nice food stuff for me to eat?
你的妻子有没有给你什么好吃的带给我吗？”
So while he was addressing his friend, Lord Krishna looked upon Sudāmā and smiled with love.
当 Krishna 一边说着话， 一边就望着 Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa 微笑着。
So he continued, Krishna said to him, My dear friend Sudāmā, you must have brought something to present for me from your home.
就 Krishna 继续说道，我亲爱的朋友，你必定从家中带了礼物给我。
So Lord Krishna knew that Sudāmā was hesitating to present him the gift which he'd brought.
就 Krishna 知道 Sudāmā 犹豫着，不敢把礼物拿出来给他。
Krishna knew Sudāmā didn't have much of a present to give him. It wasn't a very valuable present.
Krishna 知道，这并不是什么有价值的礼物。
He just simply brought some very poor quality chipped rice.
他只是拿了一些质量并不太好的碎米。
And it wasn't even fit for eating.
而且这个碎米呢，甚至呢都不适合他吃。
But Krishna could understand the mind of the Sudāmā Brahman.
但是 Krishna 可以明白 Sudāmā Brahman 的心意。
So Krishna said to him, My dear friend, I am not in need of anything.
他说道：“我亲爱的朋友，我无所需求。
But if my devotee gives me something as an offering of love, then even though it may be very insignificant, I will definitely accept it.
但若我的奉献者送给我任何东西作为一种爱的奉献，纵使微不足道，我也会欣然接受。
Even though it may be very insignificant, I will take it with great pleasure.
即便这种礼物是微不足道的，我也会很高兴的接受。
But if a person is not a devotee, even though he may offer me very valuable things, then I won't like to accept them.
另一方面，不是奉献者的人，纵然送给我如何珍贵的东西，我也不会接受。
I accept only things offered to me in devotion.
我只接受那些以爱和以奉献送给我的东西。
It doesn't matter how valuable a thing may be. I will not accept it if the person is not a devotee.
不是奉献者送的，不管那样东西如何珍贵，我也不会接纳。
But if my pure devotee offers me even something which is very insignificant, like a little flower or a little piece of a leaf or a little water, but if they offer it with their pure love and devotion, then I will be very happy to take it.
如果我的奉献者送给我最微不足道的东西，一朵小花、一片叶、一点水，但充满了奉爱，我就会十分高兴的接受。
Not only will I accept it, but I will eat it with great pleasure.
我不单会欣然接受，还会很高兴的吃掉。
So Lord Krishna assured Sudāmā Brahman that he would be very glad to accept the rice which he had brought.
Krishna 向 Sudāmā 保证说，他会很乐意接受他从家中带来的米线。
But Sudāmā was very shy. He didn't like to give Krishna the present.
但苏达玛仍然羞愧的不敢献上礼物。
Sudāmā was thinking, how can I offer such an insignificant thing to Lord Krishna?
他心想，我怎么能把这些微不足道的东西献给 Krishna 呢？
And Sudāmā just bowed his head.
苏达玛只是垂着头。
So Lord Krishna is the super soul, and he knows what everybody's thinking.
Krishna 是超灵，知道个人心中的想法。
And he knows everyone's determination and everyone's need.
他也知道每个人的决心和愿望。
So he knew the reason for Sudāmā coming to see him.
所以他知道苏达玛来看望他的目的。
He knew that because he was very, very poor, he had come there at the request of his wife.
他贫困至极，在妻子的央求下前来。
So Lord Krishna was thinking of Sudāmā as his very dear friend from school.
就 Krishna 把苏达玛当作是上学时候的亲密的好朋友。
And Krishna knew that Sudāma's love for him as a friend was never influenced by any desire for material benefit.
而且主 Krishna 知道苏达玛对自己的爱没有被物质的欲望所污染。
Lord Krishna thought, Sudāmā has not come asking anything from me.
Krishna 心想，苏达玛前来不是向我要求什么。
He only came because he was obliged because of the request of his wife.
只是他的妻子苦苦央求，便来此一行。
Sudāmā just came to see me, just to please his wife.
苏达玛来看我，只是讨好他妻子罢了。
So Lord Krishna decided that he wanted to give more material opulence to Sudāmā.
Krishna 决定就给苏达玛婆罗门很多的物质富裕。
He wanted to give him more opulence than what could even be imagined by the King of Heaven.
这些富裕甚至连天堂的国王英者也无法想象。
So then Krishna snatched there was a bundle of chipped rice that Sudāmā had brought, and it was hanging on the shoulder of Sudāmā. So Krishna snatched it.
Krishna 便抓过苏达玛婆罗门肩上的那一袋子碎米屑。
And in the one corner of the cloth of his wrapper was the rice.
在苏达玛 Brāhmaṇa 肩上呢，那有一块布，他就用布的一角就包起来一捧碎米。
So Krishna took it and he said, "Oh, what is this? My dear friend, you have brought me nice, tasty chipped rice."
Krishna 说道：“这是什么，亲爱的朋友？你给我带来了这样可口的碎米屑。”
Krishna wanted to encourage Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa.
他希望鼓励苏达玛 Brāhmaṇa。
And Krishna said, "I think that this quantity of chipped rice will satisfy not only me, but the whole creation."
Krishna 说：“我以为这少许米屑不但能够满足我，还可以满足整个创造。”
So it's understood from this statement that Krishna was the original source of everything.
从这句话可以知道 Krishna 是万物之源，
And he's the root of the whole creation.
他还是整个创造的根源。
Just like when you water the root of a tree, then it immediately distributes the water to every part of the tree.
在树根浇水，那水分便分配到树的各个部分。
So when we make an offering to Krishna, or any action done for Krishna, then it's considered to be the highest welfare work.
那么为 Krishna 做奉献，或为他所做的任何事情，便是对众生最高的福利。
It benefits everyone.
这能给所有的生物造福。
So the benefit of such an offering is distributed throughout the creation.
那么这种供奉的好处呢，便会分配到整个创造。
So love for Krishna is distributed to all living entities.
对 Krishna 的爱便分配给所有的生物。
So when Lord Krishna was speaking to Sudāmā like this, he ate one morsel of that chipped rice from his bundle.
主 Krishna 对苏达玛说话的时候，便从袋子抓了一把米屑来吃。
But when Krishna tried to eat a second piece, then Rukmini, Krishna's wife, who was the goddess of fortune, she stopped him.
主 Krishna 准备再拿一把的时候，他的妻子幸运女神 Rukmini 便握住了他的手。
She caught hold of Krishna's hand.
她抓牢了 Krishna 的手。
And she told Krishna, "My dear Lord, this one morsel of chipped rice is enough."
她说：“我亲爱的主，这一口碎米屑已经足够了。
It's enough that one piece of rice will cause him who offered it to you to become very opulent in this life."
供奉这个米屑的人，他供奉了这个碎米屑，已经足使他在此生及来世富裕无双。
So he'll become opulent in this life, and he will also continue this opulence in the next life.
他不仅在这一世会富裕，他会继续在来世也会继续富裕。
Rukmini said to Krishna, she said, "My dear Lord, you are so kind to your devotee."
Rukmini 说道：“我亲爱的主啊，你对奉献者如此仁慈。
Even this one morsel of rice pleases you very much.
即便是这一口碎米屑，已经非常取悦了你。
And your pleasure means that the devotee's opulence in both this life and the next will be very great.
而你的满意，就意味着这位奉献者在此生及来世都会非常富裕。
So we should understand that when food is offered to Lord Krishna with love and devotion, and when Krishna is pleased and accepts it from the devotee,
我们应该明白，
accepts it from the. Well, this means that when food is offered to Lord Krishna with love and devotion, and Krishna is pleased, then he accepts it from the devotee.
这就意味着，当奉献者以爱和奉献来 供奉食物给 Krishna 的时候 ，Krishna 就会很乐意的接受。
And Rukmini, who is the goddess of fortune, she becomes so pleased to that devotee that she has to go personally to the devotee's home to turn it into the most opulent home in the world.
而Rukmini 她是幸运女神本人，她便有义务亲自到这位奉献者家里，把她的家变成世界上最富裕的家。
If somebody feeds Lord Narayan very nice food, then the goddess of fortune, meaning Lakshmi, then she will become a guest in our house.
谁若是为Narayana 提供丰盛的宴席，那么 Lakshmi 幸运女神便自动的成为那人家中的客人。
And that means if she's a guest in our house, our home will become very opulent.
倘若她成为谁的家中的贵客的话，那么这个家庭一定会非常富裕。
So the Brāhmaṇa Sudāmā spent the night at the house of Lord Krishna.
Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa 便于当夜就宿于主 Krishna 的家中。
So while he was there, he thought he was like living in Vaikuntha planet.
他感觉自己仿佛置身于Vaikuntha星球。
Actually, it was like Vaikuntha.
事实上也果真如此。
Because wherever Lord Krishna is, the original Narayan and Rukmini, the goddess of fortune, wherever they live, is not different from Vaikuntha, the spiritual world.
因为原始的Narayana与幸运女神 Rukmini 无论居住在何处，那里便与灵性星球Vaikuntha无二无别。
So the Brāhmaṇa Sudāmā, it seemed like he did not get anything from Lord Krishna.
Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa 好像是在主 Krishna 家中没有得到什么。
And he didn't ask Krishna for anything either.
他也并没有向 Krishna 提出任何请求。
So the next morning, he got ready to go to his home.
第二天早晨，他便准备返回家中。
And he was just constantly thinking about how fortunate he was to be able to spend time to be with Krishna.
他一直的想着自己是多么的幸运，能够跟 Krishna 共度良宵。
So he was feeling transcendental bliss, remembering Krishna.
他在对 Krishna 的意念当中，沉浸在超然的幸福中。
So all the way home, he was just remembering what had happened, what he'd been doing with Krishna.
一路上，他的内心竟萦绕着与 Krishna 的交往。
So he felt very happy to have seen Krishna.
他为得见 Krishna 感到十分高兴。
So the Brāhmaṇa thought, it is Sudāmā. Sudāmā thought, it's my good fortune to see Lord Krishna.
Sudāmā 心想，我能够见到 Krishna 真是太幸运了。
Krishna is most devoted to the Brāhmanas.
Krishna 最热爱婆罗门文化。
Krishna loves the Brahminical culture.
Krishna 爱婆罗门，也爱婆罗门文化。
He is the supreme Brahman.
他是至尊的 Brahman.
But he reciprocates with the Brahmanas.
但他却回馈 Brahmana 嘛。
And he respects the Brahmanas as much as he respects the Brahmanas so much that he will embrace them to his chest.
他如此的尊敬 Brahmana， 以至于会拥抱他们。
Even though I'm a poor Brahmana, he embraced me to his chest.
尽管我是贫困的 Brāhmaṇa， 他竟然把我拥抱在怀中。
Usually, Krishna will only embrace the goddess of fortune to his chest.
通常情况下，他只会拥抱幸运女神。
But he was so kind to Sudāmā that Krishna embraced him.
但他对 Sudāmā Brāhmaṇa 如此的仁慈，竟然拥抱了他。
So Sudāmā was thinking, Sudāmā thought, there's no comparison between me and Krishna.
Sudāmā 心想，我跟 Krishna 怎么能相提并论呢？
Sudāmā thought, I'm just a poor, sinful Brāhmana.
我只是一个贫困的、罪恶的 Brāhmaṇa。
And Lord Krishna is the supreme. He's the only shelter of the goddess of fortune.
而主 Krishna 身为至尊主，是幸运女神唯一的庇护所。
But he considers me a Brāhmana, and he takes pleasure in embracing me.
但是他把我视为婆罗门，并且高兴地拥抱了我。
He used his 2 transcendental arms to embrace me.
他用他超然的双臂拥抱我。
Lord Krishna was so kind to me. He allowed me to sit on the same bed where the goddess of fortune lies down.
他对我这般仁爱，竟允许我坐在幸运女神常躺下的床榻上。
He considers me as real brother.
他视我为真正的兄弟。
So Sudāmā thought, how I'm so obligated to Krishna.
Sudāmā 心想，我对 Krishna 真是感激不尽。
Sudāmā he thought, when I was tired, Rukmini, Krishna's wife, who's the goddess of fortune, began to fan me.
当我疲累的时候，幸运女神 Rukmini 手持拂尘为我扇凉。
And she held the chamara in her own hand.
而且她亲手拿着拂尘。
And she is the first queen of Lord Krishna, so she has a very exalted position.
她是主 Krishna 第一位首席皇后，还有崇高的地位。
And I was, yes?
We have 10 minutes, Guraj.
Okay. And she said, I was rendered service by the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
至尊性格神手，使我亲自的服务我。
Just because he had so much love and respect for the Brāhmanas.
就是因为他如此的钟爱 Brāhmaṇa。
And he massaged my legs, and he fed me with his own hand.
他轻揉我的双足，亲手给我喂食物。
He practically worshipped me.
他实际上在崇拜我。
So materialistic people, they often want to go to the heavenly planets, and they want all kinds of material opulence and liberation.
物质主义者渴求到达天堂星宿，种种的物质富裕。
Everyone in the universe worships the lotus feet of Lord Krishna.
宇宙中的每一个生物都崇拜主 Krishna 莲花足。
But Sudāmā said, Lord Krishna was so kind to me that he did not give me anything. He didn't give me even a fraction of he didn't give me anything. He didn't give me a farthing, which is a very small amount of money.
Sudāmā 心想，主 Krishna 对我这样仁慈，他甚至没有给我 分毫的财富。
He knew very well that I am a poverty-stricken man.
因为他知道我是个一贫如洗的人。
And if I got some money, I might become puffed up and mad after material opulence.
一旦飞黄腾达，我或许因为物质富裕变得骄阳跋扈，
And then I would forget Krishna.
然后我就会把 Krishna 忘掉，
So Krishna didn't give me anything.
所以 Krishna 没有给我任何事物。
So we're going to stop here today.
好，我们今天就讲到这里。
I don't know if there's any quick question.
如果大家有什么简短的问题，可以立刻提上来，或者开麦。如果大家有问题，可以尽快提上来，因为时间是有限的。
Yeah, is there any question?
嗯、
Doesn't seem to be any.
Yes, no question. No hand raised.
Okay. Vishnu Priya's not there tonight?
Is there? But no question from her.
Okay, so then we will stop here. So thank you all very much. Thank you, Guru Mani. Thank you, Archana.
Thank you,
We'll
Guru Maharaj.
continue.
Thank you,
We'll
Maharaj.
continue. One on. Have a good night. Take care. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Or Bhakta Vrinda ki.
Jai.
Jai.
Haribol.